Okay, and welcome everyone for our call day three, yes, of the Money Workbook. How does it get any better than this? How to become Money Workbook. How's everybody doing with it? Did anyone try the every 10 seconds choose to be that space or energy? I think, yeah.
Yeah, I tried it. It wasn't every 10 seconds, but definitely more than usual. And it's like, oh, this is kind of just a nice space to be in as I'm going about like whatever else too. Seeing how those could overlap and like fit together even more.
Yeah.
And it wasn't 10 seconds for me either, but like I definitely was like reminded myself more to be the space of just me. And I could see where stuff that was insignificant, like, like human reality where you got to like resist and react, or you got to do this and this, or like fight for or against something and contract into a space of worry or need. Like when you're being the space of you, it's like that stuff is nothing. So it was like, so it was just more being that space that I haven't, chosen as much lately. So pretty cool.
Cool. And you guys look a little bit happier than a couple days ago. Or maybe we were just too fried.
Yeah, I got my bars ran last night after the call, or was it last night after the call? Yeah, it was last night.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so many things changing. So yeah,
Cool.
hopefully you guys got your bars ran around your own bars or something.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely. Even running the implant band helps a lot. So one of the things that Dr. Dane here actually recommends doing is running your power band and your money bars points. So we can try that tonight and see how that goes. Like we're whipping out all the tools. Okay, so the other thing that I recommended doing was becoming that space or going out 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 100 million miles, however far, and turning that one molecule that would change your financial world. So has anyone tried that? No.
I forgot about that one. I've been turning other molecules today.
Okay.
I think I re-listened to the call that Gary and Dane did on COVID, where they twist the molecules to like change the rightness of people's points of view and stuff. I think I re-listened to that this morning. It seems like lifetimes, but again, it was just this morning maybe, but yeah, that's what I did. Not the financial thing, but I want to do that now. How about now?
Yes, let's do that now. So what if we combined it? What if you tapped into that space from the first call of becoming money? So that all the money that you have already received in this lifetime times, what's a good number? Times 10? Too much? Times 5? Times 100? Whatever lights you up. Okay. And now expand out to 10,000, 100,000. Just expand out 10,000 miles, 100,000 miles, however many miles you'd like to. Hi, Patricia. And look at your body, turn that one molecule that could change your entire financial world. Or allow you to have that much money. So we were just talking about that space of already being the amount of money you've received in this lifetime. What if you included the future in that? I know the future is kind of a little weird right now because of the track change, but what if you included, let's say 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future, how much money would you have received? What are all the different creations that actualize? And what if you can have it now? What would it take for you to actually change time so you don't have to go through those 5 years, 10 years, but you kind of collapse time and you can have it now? What energy would you be? What space would you be? Cool. Okay, so now that we tapped into that space, go out 100,000 miles. What's that one molecule you can turn 180 degrees so that you can have it now with total ease? Cool. And then from there, you just have to relax. You already did all the heavy lifting. So when an awareness comes, like someone posted a meme of, let me see if I can remember it. When you're following the energy, there's no thinking involved. So it's just following the energy. The other day, I was taking some coasters, like a coaster, and I put my laptop on top of it. Like I was like putting like a little pattern on the table, and then I put my laptop on. And then I wondered, why am I doing this? And then 5 minutes later, one of the kids spilled juice all over the table. And my laptop didn't get wet because it went underneath and wet the coasters. So that's like just a little, you already know, like, and what do you know? And what if you're just like, oh, okay, this is interesting. I'm doing something different. Okay. It is what it is. And then that's your awareness. That's you following the energy. And you actually notice what you're doing. And then you ask questions. Okay, am I doing this from like some sort of programming? Am I just aware of something? Oh, I'm aware of something. Okay, that's fine. It's weird. That's fine. And how does it get any better? Cool. So we've been doing the questions. So going over the questions. Let's get our books out. How is everybody doing anyway after that exercise?
I'm not drilling or anything at all, just saying.
Okay.
Pretty cool. How does it get better?
Yes. Okay. So when we're doing these questions, we're doing something a little different this time around. So we're not going to connect to 350,000 people yet. We'll do that at the end and see if it's different, if it's easier to actually answer the questions or if there's more blank. Okay, so question 1. What is money? 3 answers, whatever pops. Okay. And question 2, what does money mean to you? And question 3, what 3 emotions do you have when you think of money? Okay. Question 4, what does money feel like to you? And question 5, what does money look like to you? Okay. And next question, what does money taste like to you? Feel it in your mouth. What does it taste like? Okay. Next question, everybody ready? Next question is when you see money coming towards you, from which direction do you feel it coming? In relationship to money, do you feel you have more than you need or less than you need? Okay, and in relationship to money, when you close your eyes, what color is it and how many dimensions does it have? Question 10. In relationship to money, what is easier, inflow or outflow? Okay, question 11. What are your 3 worst problems with money? And question 12. Which do you have more of, money or debt? And we are going to give you one other question. In relationship to money, to have an abundance of money in your life, what 3 things would be a solution to your current financial situation? Okay, and then we have that one bonus question. What limiting beliefs do you function from in life that has created your financial world? Okay. So, how is everybody when they look at all of those answers?
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
It's funny how when you, it's like I still have the two versions. Like when the first time you do them, like it's like so contraction, so all this reality, everything that you like, you know, like debt and lack, and it's not going to be enough, it's not going to come, and it's easier to spend all of that. But when we do the exercise and like being in space, it's like you know, that's different reality, and
Yeah.
it shifts. But now that I'm doing the questions, it's like both. I can perceive all the limitations, and then when I'm functioning from space, the limitations don't apply. But it's like this shifting between those worlds.
Yeah. So have you noticed that you've been choosing more possibilities, especially?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So let's all acknowledge how much more possibilities we are choosing. And that's an awesome awareness. So can you actually change the limitations now that you are aware of it?
Yes.
Okay. So let's connect to the 350,000 people.
Okay.
I just love playing with this. I like seeing all the different ways that money comes in. Okay, so 350,000 people who we can change a little bit of that energy, the same limiting beliefs, whatever it is that we have. And just ask, you know, can you pay us $1 for the change?
Right.
Okay, so everything that you've written down from the questions, everywhere that there's still a tiny bit of that energy that's hidden away. So all the limitations that you're not aware of and now they're surfacing, can we destroy and uncreate that? Return to sender. Everything we bought, everything we've sold also, times a godzillion. Okay, that's a lot. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all nine tricks, ways and beyonds. And keep clearing it. So can we have $1, please, for all the change? Yes, or whatever number is fun for you. So if $10 is more fun, 3.5 million, that's a nice number. So whatever number it is that's fun for you, ask for that amount. And it might come in the next 3 years. It might come tomorrow. Just be open, however it comes. Okay, so how is everybody? Is there still a little funkiness? Pretty good? Okay. Cool. So disconnect from all those people. Cool. So thank you. Thank you for playing. All right. So I actually haven't read this part of the book, so I'm gonna read it right now. All right, everybody got their answer? Anybody not got answers? All right, now go back to the beginning of your page, read the questions through, and ask yourself if you have been totally honest about your answers and that these are the ones you wish to have on the page. If not, change them. Okay, so look at your answers and decide if you have created them in honesty with self. There are no right answers. There are no wrong answers. There are only points of view. And that is all there are, points of views. And they are the limitations from which you have created your life. If you are functioning from what is the cosmic right answer, you are not being truthful with self. Because if you were, your life would be quite different. What is money? For some, money is cars. For some, money is houses. For some, money is security. For some, money is an exchange of energy. But is it those things? No, it is not. It is energy, as you are energy. There is no difference between you and money except the points of views that you give it. And you give it those points of views because you have bought the points of views of others. If you would change that which is your financial situation, if you would change that which is money in your life, then you must learn to be an allowance in all things, to be allowance in all things. But in particular, when you hear a point of view delivered to you, you must look to it and see if it is true for you. If it is true for you, you have made an alignment or an agreement, and you have made it solidity. If it is not true for you, you either resist or react to it, and you have made it a solidity. Even your own points of views need no agreement. They only need to be interesting points of view. What you are, what you have, what you would have, you must be. So what you are, what you would have, you must be. That which you do not have in you, you cannot have at all. If you see money as outside of you, you cannot have it. If you see money anywhere resides within the being of you, you will never have it at all, and there will never be enough from your point of view. So it really is all about interesting point of view. Okay. So does anybody have anything that pops from that section? It's actually the first, well, after all 13 questions, that's the section. And for me, everything he spoke about here is basically the whole book, the energy of the whole book. That what you are, what you would have, you must be. And how many times does Gary talk about the being of it, like being the energy of it, being it, and then you can have it. So what is it actually that you'd like to create with money? What future would you like to create with money?
It's funny because this thing that you were reading, it's like I can create, or I can use this tool to create something I be or I love. For example, going to classes. I just went to Istanbul for the SOP, and on the way back yesterday, I was like, because I saw Andrew Gardella there, and he was telling me, I'm gonna go to Mexico City in 3 weeks to do a 3-day body class. And when I heard him, I was like, it's cool, have fun. And on the way back, I was like, oh my God, that class, it'll be amazing. And boom, 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 I started to create that, and I'm going. And this is in 3 weeks. And I couldn't possibly choose that or do it if I think about it. No, I would like stress about money or whatever. But now it's created like magic. But that is because it's something I would be, or I love to do this. I love to be in this energy of these classes. But now I'm thinking like, well, okay, so what about like actualizing different stuff that maybe I don't love that much, but it would be nice to have like new car or not say more money in the bank or whatever that doesn't involve this emotion of creation. So, you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's what I think. So I only create what I need in the moment, and I actualize to fulfill this classes or whatever. But now I'm like, hey, but I want to do other stuff, you know?
I have a question. It's kind of a
Okay.
little, are you into monogamy? So do you
Am
only
I?
create one thing at a time?
Yeah, pot and pock.
It's okay. So
Yes.
everywhere you've created your financial world as a monogamy.
Yes, please.
Oh gosh. Will you just try to create that?
Yes.
And return to sender.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nice shirts, boys and beyond. Okay, so what would it be like if you had different energies of creation happening all at once?
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, so you get an energy of what you'd like to create, you choose it. So the choosing is the actual state, it's the choosing is the creation, and then ask it to ping you, or however it is that you gain an awareness to take an action on something when it's required, like all the new car. Okay, so I choose that. Okay, so when when the car actually that wants to own you, let it ping you. Okay, car, whatever car it is that would like to own me, that I actually like. I don't want a clunker. I don't have time for TLC for a car. Right. So let me know. The other day I was looking at some houses in Texas, and there was one that really like popped, and I've never imagined moving to Texas at all. But the last time, 2 trips ago in Texas, the Uber driver kept talking about, hey, you should move to Texas, move to Houston. We have the best tax rate. And he was trying to sell me moving to Texas. And I'm just like, okay, that's weird. I usually don't talk to Uber drivers, but he was just, so those are like the little clues, the little pops of energy. Okay, so someone someone was telling me to move to Texas. Okay, I was looking at houses in Texas and the house popped, and I asked, okay, would you like to own me? Would you like me? Yes. Okay, you've been on the market for like almost a year. Are you waiting for me? So, and then those are like the kinds of questions to ask. So house could be a creation, a car could be a creation, a business, another business, and classes. And ask for them to contribute to you. Okay, so if you would like me to go there to go to that class, can you contribute money coming in, please? If it's a car, okay, I see you. Okay, I know you want me to own you, vice versa. Can you actually contribute to money coming in so I can own you?
Okay.
So allow everything that you're creating to contribute to you, and you're also energetically contributing. So that's like the gifting and receiving.
Yes.
Cool. So let's do that now. What are all the things that you'd like to create or add to your life? Okay. And it doesn't have to make you orgasmically happy. It could just be like, oh, that would be nice. Okay. Ooh, that would be really nice. Okay. And just, okay, yes, I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that. And choose it. Okay. So, what energy, space, choice, and consciousness, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities would I have to be and receive in order to actualize all of these with ease? And anything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so all of you creations, can you please let me know when action's required? And sometimes I'm a little slow, so keep poking me until I get the hint. So how's that?
And wasn't there also a way to kind of like ask the creations to communicate with me in a way that like I receive more clearly or more easily?
Yeah, ask it. So how you receive information and energy from creations might be different from how Reed receives it, or Jason, or Patricia. So that's an awesome point. Like, what is your way of receiving that's total ease for you? It's so ease that you don't even think it's receiving. And would you acknowledge that now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. And anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive it with total clarity and ease. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Yeah, it's like receiving in that way is so natural. You don't even think it's receiving, but it is. You are receiving.
Mhm.
Cool. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Can I share something?
Sure.
Sorry. So yeah, I'm a bit late to the call. I had some calls I had to take. But anyway, so what's really interesting is that well Annie, did you talk about okay, how do I begin this? Basically, there was something I was unwilling to choose, but towards the last minute, I chose to do it anyway. And it didn't make any sense to me to do that. And then I come across someone, like as a result of making that choice, today, Annie and I met someone who happens to know a mutual friend of mine. And it turns out he may want to do business with me, which is pretty amazing. So
Okay.
I'm just like, wow, if I had not made this choice, that wouldn't have happened. And I'm pretty sure this could be a major deal. So just
So,
wanted to share that.
is that, were you following the energy?
Actually, yeah, that definitely was. I was
Okay.
resisting it, but then I was like, you know what, this is light.
Oh, okay. So what's that energy that popped when you were talking about resistance?
It was kind of like, oh my
Is it
goodness.
still there?
There's still something there. It's kind of like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I made a choice to make a payment when I didn't have the means to do it at the time. And I put my account in the negative. At the same time, I'm just like, you know what, that's totally worth it. I know it's going to be.
Okay. That's funny. So what was that pop? Was
Basically,
that like logic or, oh,
Wait, say that again?
Oh,
Sorry, I
I
missed
thought I
it.
heard someone. Okay.
No, that was me.
Yeah. All right. So, first of all, let's rewind a little bit. So, two things came up. One was commerce and business, or busyness. So, commerce was like, you actually, chose to speak with people and actually engage with people, and then like, you chose like certain things, and it all kind of like led to, chance meetings kind of thing, or
Yeah,
whatever it is. Yeah, so that's how you see following the energy is. And it started with a choice.
but it made no
Okay.
sense logically.
Okay. So how many of your choices have you based on logic
A lot.
that keeps how many of your choices have you chosen from logic that keeps your finances small, or your life small? Your life
Oh
small.
my goodness.
There you go.
Yeah. I perceived the energy of that even before you asked. I was like, oh, I know she's gonna
Okay.
answer.
And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Cool. So forward to like, I guess, did you want to address like some other thing about that, or
No, it's just
did we
it's just
get
funny
the
how
energy?
I just noticed it's so easy to fall back on, well, here's what my bank account says. And
Uh-huh.
if I do this, I'm gonna go into the negative. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I do something like that? But I was like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm doing it
Ooh.
anyway.
Okay, something popped. So so we were speaking with an entrepreneur who has a business partner, and they have properties together. And the one business partner is like really penurious. Like he's like, okay, let's take every single profit from here, and I'm taking it. I'm not, you know. And then the other entrepreneur who's more successful is actually has more of the energy of Gary, where he's like, okay, well, what can we do to improve it? Like, I wanna make it better. And he's willing to spend money to create something else better. So which one would you say that you're closer to the energy of? And there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you're closer to.
It's the first one. That's the one I tend to lean towards a
Okay.
lot more.
So is that how you're creating your life?
Oh, that's how it was.
Okay, cool. So now you're aware of that energy, right? And then you're aware of a different energy that you could be choosing. So
Right.
it's just based on what you'd like to choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And what is fun for you? If it's fun for you to like, yes, this is all the profits, I'm gonna spend it,
Well,
then
I mean,
that's fine too.
well, what was fun was, I mean, okay, so how do we explain this? Okay, so when I saw, so yeah, when I saw the Airbnb, I was like, oh my goodness, this is really nice. Something about that stood out.
Okay.
And then
So
it turns out,
I'm just gonna cut off because we're not really going like it's a great story, but what is it that you actually would like to create?
what is it that I would like to create?
Yeah.
Like properties like that. Does that make sense?
Okay. So what energy would you have to be? What space would you have to be? What consciousness would you have to have? for that?
Definitely something. Well, I can't. Definitely not the the guy who's penny pinching everything. How do I put this into words?
Okay. Are you aware of
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yeah. I just don't know how to
Cool.
explain it.
So what if you don't have to go in your mind and keep thinking about it? What if you just make the choice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive what choices you have available to create the future possibilities that you'd like to create and actualize, would you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yes.
Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nitrous, voice, and beyond. So there's that future possibility of, having investment properties.
Yeah.
And you saw what it could be and you'd like to have it.
Yes.
So that's the future you'd like to create. Now, what choices can you make to actually
To make
actualize
that.
it?
To actualize it. Yeah. First thing that comes to mind is, implement the changes in the home. I mean,
Okay.
like in, clean the house. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then look at, look at where what kind of like furniture would like to
Okay.
come into the
So-
home, something like that.
Okay, cool. And when I ask the question, yes, there's like, things will pop in your head. And then there's also the relaxation piece, which is just, okay, trust in the universe that, when it's time, you'll know exactly what to do. Just like you need to choose that. And then you put on, a certain jacket, and then there was that connection with people. And then you decided to like talk to that person and all of those things, which you weren't mentally thinking in your head, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this and this and this, and I'm going to meet up with that person and that person's going to be like, right?
Yeah, I mean,
do
I
all
put
of
in this
these.
coat that I didn't wear for months, and then this guy
Mhm.
recognized, something about it, and it was like, wait, you know this guy? And yeah, it was this really small world how that happened, but
Yeah.
it was just amazing how
So
that.
can you acknowledge that that was your awareness and you
Yeah.
were following the energy?
Yes.
And maybe the universe was helping and contributing to you a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit,
Probably way more
not
than
too
that.
much. Because if it's too much, you might get like freaked out and too scared, too much magic, right? We can't have too much magic. It's not good. So everything that brought up that too much magic isn't good. If you receive too much from the universe, if the universe did everything for you, then you're bad. You're so lazy and you're not even doing anything. Would you just join and create that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Okay. And everywhere you have that thought that comes in that says, no, you have to work harder. It can't be this easy. This is way too easy. We're not going to make money if it's going to be this easy. So you're just trying to create that, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Okay, cool. How's that?
It's very relaxing.
Okay,
A
cool.
lot more ease.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I flipped open to page 68. So if you have the, oh, you can't see. Okay. I think I have to take this off. All right, it's on page 68 in the copy, the hard copy. And let me see if I can find it on the Kindle edition. It's chapter 3. Okay. So that's true. No, it is only an interesting point of view. Okay, I'm trying it. Okay, I can't find it on here, so let's just. Okay. Because I know not everybody has the hard copy. Okay. So this is chapter 3. Okay. So this is all about the emotions. I think it has to be a little bit more. It's the exercise on I don't want money. Okay, but let's read, this one is on page 58. 58 or 57. So some of the books are a little different page numbers. Okay, so anybody else have emotions they wish to speak about? Well, I'd like to go a little bit more on the fear. Yes, because I've spent an enormous amount of energy on the emotion fear. Yes, and behind fear, underneath fear, is always anger. Yes, exactly so. And what are you truly angry about? Who are you angry at? Myself. Exactly so. And what are you angry about? Feeling the emptiness, not taking your power. Not being you in totality. Feel that? Very much. Feel in your body where you fear, and where you anger. Yes. Now turn it out in the other direction. Now what does it feel like? Relief. Yes. And that is how you get rid of fear and that anger to make space for you. Because if you look at yourself, there is no fear in your universe at all. Is there? No. And the only anger that you can express is towards others, because your real anger is about yourself and where you have refused to take up the truth of your energy in totality. So can you be the power that you are, the energy that you are? So let it go. Stop holding it in. There, like that. Phew, relief, hey? Yes. Now you have to practice this one, all right? Yes. because you have diminished yourself as all the others in this room continuously for billions of years, not to be self, not power. And you have done it to squash down your own anger. Interesting, hey? Anger with self. There is not one of you here who is not angry with yourself for not allowing yourself to be in the totality of the power that you are. Well, that blew some stuff. All right, anybody else wish to speak about emotions? I'd like to speak about fear again, from my point of view. When I get in fear, it's constriction, a closing down. Where do you feel it? In my solar plexus. Good, so turn it out, there, like that. What does it look like now? Tearful, good. And what is underneath the tear? Anger. Yes, there. That thing you have tied up in a little knot in there. You've got that well hidden, hey? You think, all right, not let the anger out, not let it out in totality. Feel the anger, let it come out of you. There it is. Now notice the difference in the expansion. You feel that? Yeah, it does feel very good. Yes, it feels very good. It is the truth of you. You are doing expansion as an exterior from your body, not having the capacity to be connected at all to this place. Feel as you let the anger go, the reality of connecting to self in totality, not as some kind of spiritual entity, but as truth of self. There is calmness and the peace that comes over you when you do it in truth. Let it out in totality. Like that, there. I do, I got it. You feel that is the trust of who you are. That is power. The other is removal. It's like, it feels like a coming into myself. Exactly so. That is being totally connected, totally consciousness, totally awareness and control. How does it feel from this place? It feels a lot different from the other control. Yes, the other is trying to control your anger. Is it not? Well, I suppose. Well, ultimately, you are trying to control your anger because the truth is you are not allowing yourself to shine. There is peace, there is calmness, and there is magnificence inside. But you cram it in underneath anger. And since you think anger is not appropriate, you diminish yourself. And you try to control it, and you try to control everything else around you as a way of hiding it from yourself. Who you are angry with is self. Be at peace with self. There, right there. Do you feel that? Right. Yes, this is it. And that is you. Feel your energy expanding. Oh, it's so different. Extremely, yes. That is it. Dynamically you. That is who you truly are. All right. And it is blackness, and I think I have some control on it. And I also know I have some sort of out of control on it at this point. Where do you feel the blackness? I seem to think that I go into it rather than it into me. I'm not sure of that. Where do you feel it? Is it outside of you? Is it in you? Close your eyes and feel the blackness. Where do you feel it? Okay, so everybody, just close your eyes and scan your body. Is there any place where you feel any sort of solidification or constriction or contraction of energy? Okay. Anything?
My belly button.
Okay. Anyone else?
In my throat and like upper chest.
Okay.
For me, it's stomach too.
And what is it? The sense that there is nothing except blackness connected to money. Okay, so what we're going to do is this exercise that he's leading everyone to. And that somehow blackness has to do with evil, and therefore the receiving of it is absolutely not allowed. There, you feel the shift? Okay, so wherever it is, if you have it in your throat, your chest area, or your stomach, turn it, yes there, turn it white. Whatever that energy, what if you turned it white? And then feel your crown, which is up here, opening. And yes, now that which you call the blackness, or whatever that solidification is, can pour out. So allow it to pour out through the top of your head. And that which is the reality of you is present. Okay, so we're just letting all of that, whatever that stuff is, go up, out, and turn it white. Cool. So notice the difference in your energy. You have let go of the idea, the emotion of evil as a reality, because it is not reality, it's only an interesting point of view. Any other emotions? So that actually brought up something. One of the new things that Dr. Dane here is talking about is embracing the dark side of the moon. And before that, he was talking about actually embracing, evil, like whatever you think is evil about you, and embracing it, and instead of resisting or avoiding it or judging it, actually just embracing it and being an interesting point of view about it. So I think it's perfect that Reed had that background, because what if you could just so let's do that now. So anything, any darkness, any blackness, any evil that you perceived in your body, can you just embrace it? And if you wish to, you can turn it white. It's okay. And then just shine your light on all the different spaces in you that you haven't looked at because you didn't want to look at how evil you were or how evil a part of you is. And can you just embrace it? And if you wish to, you can turn all of those spaces, all of those energies white. Okay, and now imagine connecting with the earth. Every single space, even the dark parts, the parts that could be seen as evil. Embrace all of it. And then expand out to the moon. and the face of the moon that we see, that brightness, and then behind it to the dark side of the moon. What if you can turn that white also with your energy, with your space, with the being that you be? Okay. And if there's anything at all that comes up, any judgment, any energies, anything uncomfortable, what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can you be to shift, transform, and change all energies with total ease? And the other day we were talking about, what if you just touching the space of another thing can actually shift it and transform it and change it? And you didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was embrace it or touch it or expand out to it. Okay. So how's that for everyone? This was kind
That
of
was
different.
great. It was great. Thank you.
Okay, so we went a little bit over time. Sorry about that, guys. But just for today, for the next 24 hours, you can play with any of the tools that we've done, being the space and choosing the space of the money you'd like to create every 10 seconds, or expanding out and then turning that one molecule that would change your financial world. And now the next one is just expanding out and embracing all the energies around you. You can include the dark side of the moon if you would like to. You can include the planet, or you can just include your house, whatever's like, and every single energies, the dark energies, the light energies, whatever it is that you perceive, just embracing all of them. Okay, cool. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. How does it get any better? And thank you so much for being here. So bye, guys.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.